everybody's asleep, and wake you and lift your hand, so I can fix your hand. I'll be your handyman. So I guess one of the things to first learn is the chords for the song, which are pretty easy and pretty much the same throughout the verses and the chorus. And that's going to be a C, G, D, back to G. And there's one time in each verse and one time in the chorus where instead of that pattern it's going to be C, G, D to E minor, and then it goes back to the regular four chords. So the second thing I would talk about is the strumming pattern for the song. Not focusing on any particular notes emphasized, but just the strumming. It's fairly informal and fairly casual, but there's a lot of upstrumming on each transition to each of the chords. So here's what it sounds like. So after you've gotten the general strumming pattern of the song down, I would just want to show you some of the picking and the notes that they're emphasizing in the song that really kind of make it what it is. So starting with the first verse with the C, we're going to go a 3, 3rd string, 4th string, 3rd, 5th, and with the 5th string we're going to hammer down with the pinky on the 3rd fret. So 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5. And the next part is going to be transitioning to the G chord. That's a little bit tough, but it's an open 5th string to the G to an open 4th. Open 5th, G, open 4th. Putting those two together, it really makes sense. 3, 4, 3, 5. Oops. And then you can throw in some strumming, so. Next part, get into the G, or sorry, the D chord. And really you're just kind of jumping into the D, nothing, no notes to transition to the D. These kind of 3rd and 4th strings. And you're going to do the same thing on the last that you did in the C. So 3, 4, 3, 5. 3, 4, 3, 5. To G. No real notes here to emphasize. D, 4, 3, 5. Oh, you know what? One more open 5th string. those two parts together. So C to G, the D to G. C, 3, 4, 3, 5. D, 3, 4, 3, 5. C, D. Now throwing in some of the strumming with that picking gets a little bit hard, but so you've got all of the picking down in that sequence. Really, the only other thing I would emphasize is a hammer down on the second to the last G of that sequence that we learned. So it's going to sound like this. So out there, really it's just the hammer down with the pointer finger on the G chord. Lastly is the chorus, and really it's mostly when you have an acoustic guitar, you're just kind of doing a lot of strumming. There's not much you can do with that. There is this is, like I said earlier, instead of just the C, G, D, G chords all the time, there is that C, G, D, E minor in the chorus. So I'll just play it here. You can play how I play the chorus, or you can make up your own strumming. That's fine, but this is kind of what I've come up with. So it goes, you know, if only yesterday took place tomorrow, I'd pray for sleep. So that's the strumming that I've come up with for the chorus. You can take it or leave it, or make up your own. But yeah, feel free to do so.